Hey everybody, my name's Gary, and this video is going to be a little bit unusual because this isn't my video. This is actually my second channel video, Chatrooms. I would recommend anyone go check it out. It's a great channel. I love it. It's kind of like the Weekly Slap, a lot different than the Weekly Slap because I don't do inbox and I don't talk about advice and shit. I just talk about stuff that is relevant in my life or anyone else's life that I talk to. But other than that, I hope you see you guys later. Peace. Yo, 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 what's up, my biggity bros? Welcome back to another episode of Chat Rooms, where I feel like I accomplished something today, but I actually don't know what. My name's Gary, and I wanted to talk about something a little bit. Uh, as you guys know, it's fall break. People are out there running around like a bunch of fucking idiots, and I think that is it's cool to see from a third person perspective, but I still have school, because college, for me, I don't know if this works for anyone else, but I don't have a break until my semester's over. So my semester ends December 17th, and then I have like a whole month off to myself. It's kind of cool, actually. And I honestly prefer that way because when I do pick up in the next semester, we start whole new topics, so it just feels like we're just refreshing and resetting, which is actually what I prefer. Because in high school, I don't know if anyone else has this. Again, you have to remember all the shit you did over break, and like a lot of kids, you tend to forget everything because you're so caught up in dopamine rushes from excitement and fun shit over the break. And I feel like when you really do that, it kind of affects a person's mind because you're like, you have to remember this, this, and this over break because guess what? We have a quiz next week. And I think it's stupid in the sense that when you remember stuff, you only remember it for a certain amount of time and it speeds up when you're having more shit to process that you would rather process than that information that was past tense. And I think that's why a lot of high schoolers tend to have more struggles in high school is because you have that sort of thought process when going into breaks. And then when they tell you college is harder than high school, college is so much harder. I mean, the classes are more stricter. They're not. Like I could tell you from first person perspective, even a community college, it's not that hard. And also, you don't learn anything like different from Cal States or UCs. It's not like they're withholding information because you can't afford it. No, it's the same curriculum. You learn the same shit. It's just that the way you get into certain classes is different. So don't be discouraged when going into a community college knowing that you can't afford UC or anything because you're going to learn the same thing. Like you're going to get there either way, but you might have a different experience. I would say community college is a lot better for like experience wise than a UC or a Cal State college. Well, well, I mean they're both kind of similar because those kinds of state colleges and UCs, they will kind of put you in sort of a box and like box you into like a village or something. Like when you go to a famous college like say UCLA, UCLA has an entire village surrounding the campus, so everything is like campus life. Like you see bars that are UCLA branded or either UCLA fan bars. Like you go into them and you just see a bunch of memorabilia surrounding the school. Or a better example, USC, because USC is deep inside the LA ghetto almost. Like they have an entire wall built around the campus because of how much violence is outside of that entire campus. I mean, you walk outside of it and you just see a bunch of homeless people and crack dealers. It's funny that USC is considered a very elegant school, but you walk outside of like the Coliseum, like you go into just a normal LA neighborhood and you just see ghetto. that's that's literally what the village is to like surround and protect the kids from any outside danger. And that's what I find being more dangerous because I've seen this film and I don't know if anyone else has seen it. It's called The Graduate. Now, The Graduate is about this kid who graduates from college who becomes sort of a big shot in his town because he was top of his class and did all of these things. Like he was a newspaper writer, he was a swimmer. He was the best person to talk to because he was the smartest, he was the coolest, he was the most athletic. But in reality, he was just a shy kid who didn't know what he was going to do with his life because he doesn't know how to interact with real people. He's only known how to interact with college kids who work at the bars because, they're basically him. And he ends up getting in this affair with uh, a, a sort of like a family friend, and he ends up hooking up with the family friend's daughter, who he was able to relate to more because the daughter was going through the exact same thing. It was a coming of age story where affairs were involved because, again, these people were rich post World War II because they bought a bunch of uh I forgot what you call them, but if I remember, I'll get back to that. But they bought a bunch of things like plastic and metals and stuff, and those ended up spiking due to post World War II economy. Out of the Great Depression, into a world of fucking wonders. you know, and because of this, he gets so pressured out of his society. He basically becomes an outcast, an introvert. And because of this woman, it encouraged this guy to go out, become more extroverted, become more demanding and more chasing after what he wants and becoming a person in society. And the last scene of this entire thing is him running out. The girl and him running out into a bus. She was gonna get put in a forced marriage. He takes her. They run out onto this bus. They look around, and it's a bunch of old people. And the song that was playing in the beginning, "The Sounds of Silence," who, by the way, that's where the original "Sounds of Silence" song, the "Hello Darkness, My Old Friend," that's where that song originated from, was "The Graduate," which is cool. But the song plays, and I think a lot of people interpret it as a new beginning, a fresh start. The sounds of silence, because it's only it's only interpreted as nothing. You don't hear anything. All it is a new beginning. And I think that's how anyone should take colleges, as a new beginning. It's not going to be the rest of your life. Nothing will ever be the rest of your life. That's how it's going to be like, because it's never going to be like that. You'll change jobs. You'll change wives. Hopefully not. You'll move out of a neighborhood. You'll move out of a city. You'll move out of a country, maybe. Who knows what'll happen for the rest of your life? But I think that movie is a great way to show you a coming of age of a different life, of a different time period, of a different era. So I would say, for anyone who's going to get out of high school this year or next year, don't be pressured. You're fine. Enjoy it while you can. And once you leave it, prepare for the sounds of silence. My name's Gary, and I hope you enjoyed this little talk. I'll see you guys later.